All right, still trying to figure out how to PC stream, but thought we would start with that little lo-fi spooky vibes. I'm actually gonna be checking the audio really quick, so I'll let you look at that cool little let's start screen for a second, and I'll be checking. All right, mic check looks great. All right, welcome, welcome. I know it is not October. I know it's not spooky time yet, but I am too excited for it. So it starts now, and it starts with Hooked on You. So for those of you that don't know, this is a Dead by Daylight dating sim. I am severely disappointed that it doesn't include Pyramid Head. I already saw the lineup. But other than that, I know zero going into it. I'm just very excited to hear that it's a dating sim and it includes these. If you play Dead by Daylight, you can either be a survivor or you can be a killer. And this dating sim is all about the killers. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and swap over to the game screen and we'll begin. Please read the following terms and conditions while we arrange our tropical paradise for your stay. We guarantee a lot of reading ahead. Why not start with these? I will not subject y'all to that. We'll just go ahead and press accept. So let's accept. All right, Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim. Again, I'm not super impressed by the lineup myself, but I love dating sims and I love Dead by Daylight, so let's see where it goes with us. Settings. Let's do a little bit higher. Ooh, I don't know, if something spooky happens, that might be too loud. That looks fine. Text speed should be fine. I'll increase the text size just a bit in case you guys need to see the subtitles. And yeah, like right there seems fine. Let's go ahead and start with this new game. New file. Welcome to your dream vacation. Before we get started, what shall we call you? Do I put Royal or my real name? I don't know, there's something about when they call you your name, so Renee it is. I'm digging the music already. Feels like I'm like on Hawaii or some other island. Having a good time. This loading screen is a little reminiscent of Sonic. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's me. A cough, cough, cough. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet. Salt water stinging the inside of your throat, as if you'd nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Well, excuse me, narrator. Apparently my character almost died. Give me a sec. Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. That's not an ominous statement. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Brittany. May I continue? Yeah, please go on. Let's go away from the spooky ocean music. Okay then. As I was they're gonna end up as I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals I don't like that music. A grotesque discovery. Ah, okay. I wasn't expecting that so soon. A decomposing face stares up at you. Yeah, I see it. From beneath the sand, all you can do is vomit. A stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. I'm already tearing up, and it's not even like the beginning of the game. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. I'm glad that we're not watching that anymore. What will you do? Oh, it already. I mean, are we being realistic in this playthrough? Or are we being, like, smart in the sense that we have the time to think about this? I don't know that I would want to dig up the face. I'm gonna play this as if, like, this was me. So, I definitely would have ran or closed my eyes. What would I have done first? I probably would have just closed my eyes. You close your eyes. This must be a nightmare, right? This is not happening. This is not happening. The mantra centers you, and you're briefly able to find peace. The lapping waves go silent, and for the first time in your entire life, it feels like you're in control. When you open your eyes... Oh, it's still there. You're in the exact same place, except now that disgusting corpse face is smiling at you. Even the dead have a wondrous time on our island. I promise you will too. Don't worry, you're gonna do just fine. We wouldn't want anyone else. Well, that was sure weird. That voice again. Do oceans normally talk? Your memory isn't right, but you're pretty sure you remember learning as a child that oceans do not speak directly to people, especially in spooky terms. That's true. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation, as you feel something soft bump into your foot. Is that a volleyball? Yeah. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you, with a bloodied handprint, and it looks like it's gonna go flat. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please. You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. I mean, she's very pretty. I didn't know she had a little bob. How cute. Oh, okay. We're introducing everyone, I guess. I thought it was gonna be a one-by-one thing. My personal, probably favorite choice. And yeah, I think definitely that last one's gonna be my choice. I already know. 4 gorgeous monsters. Interesting words we're choosing here. Stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. I mean, at least our volleyball court is up to par. I can't say that about random corpse parts, but each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you. Via your eyes. Oh yeah, because you know anything else would be. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed... Let's call them killers. I mean, I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rushing through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at these monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy ass monsters, though. Oh my gosh. What do you do? Are we dancing together with this kind of music? Toss it back. Kick it back. Say no things. Say nothing. Do nothing. You know what? Realistically, I would probably be way too shocked. But maybe, like, if I'm not friendly, they'll kill me. So, let's toss it back. You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in Huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps. Maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural. Try hard much? Bleh. No! You're the one I want to impress. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened? Worried? Excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Brittany. You were made for this. Was I now? Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all gonna work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. I'm really sad that I didn't impress Ghost Girl. She's kind of the one that I'm interested in most. Rip. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean that you're here to do more than distract from my total domination? That was the Wraith. That sigh means he was done with the game too. Either that, or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. Oh, jeez. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know you can't. At least, not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. Hey Brittany, you might want to, say something. Actually, never mind. There will be plenty of time for that soon enough. Yes, give me the option to not die. Right now this group has some questions for you. Oh, I'm being interviewed. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz, and it will be very important later. I don't do good under pressure. I'm literally just gonna answer anything that comes first to my mind as myself. Please do not judge. I don't know what's gonna happen. Very important. Okay, I get it. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Less pressure. Probably that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Very. Please don't judge me. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'd say I'm very attractive. That's what you think very attractive is compared to this? Okay, Trapper. Trapper flexes and his muscles are so tight, you can practically see the blood running through his veins. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Probably invisibility if it's one. Yep. Invisibility? Why? I don't know. This seems kind of cool. Same. Although sometimes I think I already am. What was your best subject in school? Writing, definitely. I guess skipping class, I don't like either. I didn't skip class, but English was not an option. You could say I majored in skipping class. Ha! If I had ever gone to school, I'm sure I would have done great in skipping class. I prefer skipping over walking almost always. What's your favorite animal? Dog came first to mind. Dog? You'd look absolutely adorable in a little puppy mask. What's your favorite color? Blue. Absolutely. Blue. Blue isn't good for productivity. Makes people want to be lazy. What's your dream job? Education, I guess? Astronaut, nightclub promoter, not working at all. Not gonna lie, if I could just play video games all day, hang out, have fun. If we get to do what we really want, why work at all? It takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder. Only she could spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damned millennials. Excuse me, sir? Best flavor of ice cream. Rocky Road, hands down. Chocolate. What did one of those say? Flush? My favorite flavor is pain. Okay. Same. Same here. Mine is vanilla. Swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself. But enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second, this reminds me. I am right. Always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island. Even for faceless voices. Tell me, what is the best flavor of ice cream? Oh no. Okay, is this gonna be some sort of like Doki Doki situation where I need to... Is this Monica? Do I pick mint chip? I'm gonna trust the narrator, he's a lot cooler than the ocean. The best flavor is mint chip. So obedient. I think you're just gonna do just fine. Would I have been killed if I didn't pick mint chip? Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time, but the things I do hate, I really hate. You know, based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Again, I like the Spirit so far. Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh no, wait. I'm remembering Spirit's story now. That's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. I gotta feel for everyone's personalities real quick. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. Oh, wow. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made out of it. Whatever, fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Oh, are they, uh-huh. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. Everyone hates the Trapper. I feel almost bad for him. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on. Otherwise, they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Wow, for once, I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it's flaunted needlessly and the cruelty it engenders. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill at right here. I'm tired. Besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? If I want to get with the spirit, I should go to the pool. Which I do. Kind of interested in the trapper just a little bit. Just a little bit, you know? Like, underneath all of this wanting riches and meanness is a big old teddy bear maybe, or someone who will definitely kill me. I like the spirit a lot too though. This is so hard. Eeny meeny miny mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers let him go, you will be the very next one and you are it, spirit. Okay, I hate that I interrupted your game. You should finish it. Yay! I love to play outdoors. I also love to meet new people. Oh, did I not pick the right... I thought that was the pool. I thought that was the pool. I thought we were going to the pool. I also love to bring them home to play. I'm sort of a big kid at heart. Obviously, you are too. I like you already. I hate people who are too serious. They ruin everything. Well, you're gonna hate me then, because I'm kind of serious. Well, they do if you don't handle them swiftly. Hold on. For just one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. It's a place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. Okay. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall here therefore refer to them as survivors, with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time. So very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with the nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible. And don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. The most you could do is help us get off this island. Dwight! Yes, pardon me. Please follow us. Hey, narrator. Yes, something I can help you with. Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, yes, that's true, he was. But he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway. A couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all those famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter. Mostly. When I agree with them. Not like that other island. So what'll it be? I'm glad that I get to choose. Again. Which one's the pool? Oh, you know what? This is like a volleyball. Is this a pool? I should have paid attention to what everyone said. I know that this is the trapper. We saw that this was the... Huntress. I'm gonna say this is the... That's an ocean, that's a yacht. Yeah, I think. Wraith moves ahead to the pool at a pace that could almost be considered jaunty. If a creature so lanky they appeared to be made entirely of... I got Wraith and the spirit confused. But let's go ahead, it's a joyride. If a creature so lanky they appear to be made entirely of elbows and ankles could jaunt. What's going on with Wraith's face? Is that a smile? Is that what a smile looks like when he does it? What can I say? Being enveloped by water is comforting. It's quiet, it's ominous, and, you know. Wraith looks back over each shoulder to make sure no one besides you is within earshot. The fire can't get me. Super normal stuff here, as usual. Oh great, it's Claudette and Dwight. What do those two want? Since everyone's at the pool, we figured we'd bring over some of our most popular pool accessories. Brittany, which one of these is particularly interesting to you? Goggles and a snorkel, a basketball hoop, inflatable lounger. Those loungers look pretty comfortable. Sleeping during the day, completely out in the open like this, you're really making yourself a target. If someone were to, I don't know, try and throw an axe directly at you, well, psh, you'd sure be easy to see. Not that I'm saying I would do that to you. I would prefer a challenge. Huntress may not be into it, but it sure looks like Spirit co-signs its choice, since she immediately snicks the coolest one. It's in the shape of a casket. A really cute casket. Okay, thank you for clarifying. I don't really do water, but as long as I'm floating on top of it, that's fine, I guess. Spirit grabs you the black unicorn floaty and sets it in the water next to her. And since you also enjoy the fine art of relaxing, here, you can share my umbrella. That's kind of cute. Well, come on, that is charming. Something about the water and being this close to Spirit is putting you in a playful mood you might regret. Do you splash her? Just a little bit? I promise she doesn't have a cell phone in her pocket. She died before they got popular. Oh my gosh. Something tells me she's not the kind to like it, but it's kind of flirty. So, do we want to do that? I feel like she would be so mad. I don't know. I'm gonna play the game that I would play it, right? So I'm gonna splash her. You splash in Spirit's direction, ever so softly. Sorry, I was trying. What else am I supposed to do? And then giggles? Oh, okay. Didn't see that coming. Me neither. Do it again and I'll cut your head off. For a waking nightmare, you could almost believe that you're starting to relax a bit and forget about how much you can't remember. It's as if the sun's very rays have a calming effect on you. Your body tranquilized by the soft light from overhead, coupled with the cool breeze rolling in from the sea. And you're not alone. I feel recharged by the gentle warmth of the ocean's caress. If it was a little too warm, that might have been my fault. Also, this is a pool, not the ocean. Okay, everyone, just let him finish. Thanks, Brittany. I know this probably doesn't seem like me, but would anyone want to play a game of Marco Polo? Yes, I love games. I'll go first. Someone blindfold me. Of course, Trapper has a blindfold ready to go. It's as if he had it in his hands before you even spoke. And then did he just wink? Did you just... I think you're getting reined in because it sure seemed like you're about to act up. Alright. Minigames? Oh, minigames, okay. Minigames consist of two parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise, so this way, direction. And on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target's immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the space bar. Okay, I've got it. To stop the pointer while over the target. Right here to win. Fail to land and you will lose. Oh, I don't want to lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start, not the end. So the circle, I'm guessing. Ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? I would like to actually really quickly check. Okay, I wanted to check that the microphone's working. Okay. Ready. Away we go. It's time to feel around. Go get him, Tiger. Perfect. 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 Not bad. Are you kidding me? You missed completely. That was pretty good, Brittany. No, it wasn't. Don't lie. Just ignore him. You've just been thrown into a very weird situation, and you held your own. I respect that. That was a good game. I say we celebrate by throwing this waiter whose name I forgot into the pool. Have some fun? No! Knock it off, Trapper. You're no fun. Thank you, Brittany. I won't forget this. Well, I mean, I might. Every time I think too deeply, I seem to forget every specific detail in my life beyond the basics of who I am as a person. But that was still cool of you to stick up for me. I mean, I'm not gonna throw someone into the pool like that, like, especially by a killer. I'm no expert. Even though as an omnipotent narrator, I probably should be. But I think that means it's time for the next activity. Okay. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. You were expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And, oh great, terrific. Seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Aw, that's so mean. I'm starting to feel real bad for him. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to the Wraith or Trickster. Oh yeah, Trickster is here? I'm very surprised he's here. What is going on? Yeah, well, they don't call him Expectedster? I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. I am very shocked he's here, and now I have a new absolute favorite. Oh, hey there, you're looking good, Brittany. Real good. Oh my god. We literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. Yeah, they'll kill each other. No, seriously, their arms are actually too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it's an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. I don't know, like, is that... I'm not, oh gosh, hang on. I'm not dissing on height, but like, is he that short, or is this the way that they're, let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Oh. Is the Trickster Harmonica? Is that why he's in front of everyone? In that case, I ain't going for him. Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side. The rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. I thought I was gonna get to pick... Excuse me. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices. I could guess that number. that we simply can't divulge. My favorite. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which you to know, considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts. And you need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat. Hey, Brittany, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Yeah, that is what I was thinking, and I'm very terrified. Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know? When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Oh wow, he's right for a change. Cause I am bored with my broad axe. Oh, cause I am with my broad axe, excuse me. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my clever. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs? The hell it is? Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Please stop, please. I hate when we fight, or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye. Always very introverted. I can do it. I have the skull of a Zarok. Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. Hey, Brittany. I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up dinner. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapon for 72 straight hours. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Oh, minigame again? Okay. No, I'm ready. It's the same thing. Ready. Away we go. Slice. Perfect. You missed completely. Not bad. Not bad. What the heck? This is hard. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is finally served. I like how I'm not even trying to impress her and I somehow impressed her. Maybe because I suck so much. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers, while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. I mean, they're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on. We're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Brittany. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. I mean, I didn't think about that, but it makes sense. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating, and they don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? It's gross. Sorry. I can't eat dead people. What would I do? A bunch of killers were staring at me because I'm not eating a dead person. Honestly, I would be like, seagull or sorry. What would I do? Yeah, I'd probably deflect. Wow, you ever see a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Anyway, what were we talking about? Lame. Misdirect. Yeah, she's right, Brittany. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise. Wow! I don't want to die, people, okay? Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here? Yes, you did. Poor thing. You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal and you've been standing in the sun. But the seagull. Uh-oh. You just made a lot of good points. I swear. You're beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No, wait. You haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh, hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I guess I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. That sounds like I have to pursue someone. I have a feeling this is one of those games where if I don't get close enough to someone, it's GG's and they're gonna kill me. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Dang, how many endings are in this game? Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you were. Am I right? Yeah, I hate that. For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? I mean, obviously, because, I mean, you play Dead by Daylight. You know. And that's why I wish Ghostface was here and Pyramid Head and... I wish. Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. I already answered it. The ultimate truth. Vague. Mysterious. I gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Is it? You wake up to find Huntress holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. How sweet of her. Oh, good. You're okay. Sometimes when I try and care for people, they have a way of ending up less alive than when I started. Which would be a total bummer if that happened to you. It's been so long since I had a normal, happy, healthy living person around. Usually I'm just falling into the same old routine of smashing everyone's heads open with a hatchet before I really get to know who they are as a person. But you're not nearly as scared or too busy writhing in pain to see me for me. You feel nervous in her arms, not just because they're maybe crushing you a little bit, but because she's beautiful. Well, yeah, beautiful, but I was just gonna narrate that fact, not, say it out loud as a single word like you're some creep. Beautiful mask, your funny fat mask, it's quite gorgeous. Nice recovery. But now that you're awake and talking, you gotta keep this up. Did you make it yourself? You're the first person to ever ask me that. Yes, I did. You seem so quirky and cool. You could do anything. Own an Etsy store, be a doctor. Etsy? That's very random. Why is it that you kill people? Huntress sighs. You can practically see the memories flickering across her eyes. But she hasn't tried to kill you yet, so that's a good sign. It's all I was ever taught to do as a young girl, so I thought it was right. Even through the mask, you can see that Huntress is blushing a bit. It seems like your line of questioning has made her a little nervous. Hey, you didn't eat much at dinner. Want a snack? She offers you some jerky. Probably human jerky. But her spice game is on point because it smells pretty damn good. I mean, yeah, we gotta eat. When on Murderer's Island, you might as well eat as the killers do. Plus, you really are hungry. And you can chow down on jerky sensually, right? Oh, wait, what? I love some. After a moment of quiet chewing on what you choose to believe is not human thigh meat, you decide to be bold and ask another question. Have you ever been in a relationship before? Dang, you're really going there? You do not play around, Brittany. Huntress takes a moment to think deeply before answering. I must say, it's quite amusing to see this hulking bombshell get all twisted up with these personal questions. Kudos to you, Brittany. There was this one deer that looked at me quite provocatively in a clearing once. But that doesn't count, does it? That is disgusting. Oh no, I was about to be like, she's so... You hear the faintest giggles bubble out from behind Huntress's mask. Kenna, where's the spirit? Spirit or trickster? Hahaha, you're so cute, Huntress. No, that doesn't count. It's also creepy. Well, what's this? You found something in the sand. Huntress reaches down to pick it up. It's a hair clip. Probably left by some little girl who was playing on the beach long ago, who was definitely still alive and not at all dead. Huntress closes the bag of jerky with the clip. Seems like she's a little mixed up on how exactly this particular item works. Should you go with the flow? Or show off some of your advanced humany knowledge? Go with the flow. I'm out. Huntress is admittedly a little scary. Might be best not to correct her at this moment. What if she gets upset? She could probably kill you with nothing more than this very clip itself wielded as a blade in her nimble fingers. But honestly, would she even need the clip? Certainly her bare hands are enough to get the job done. You take a gulp, thinking about just how fragile your puny little neck is. Also, between the fainting, human jerky, and the probably dead girl's hair clip, you're feeling ready to get back to the group and have a lie down. Good thinking, wouldn't want that jerky to dry out. I hate to break this to you, but never mind. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend to each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we're gonna be late. Playing sick, no, no time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, 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 go! Oh my gosh. Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular. Someone, and we're not gonna say who, so don't worry. You hasn't been sticking to a schedule. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities. And we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story? But story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share. How will we decide who? Oh, great. We have to decide as a group. That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no mess. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick up on the newbie? Oh, to pick on the newbie. Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule even once? Damn it, Donald, if you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Bus and Mus are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. We all know you love to kill, it's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time, so well, they changed his name to nobody. Brittany, who do you think should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name. Please pick somebody quickly so that this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. You know what? I want to know about the Trapper a little bit more. I choose you, Trapper. Whoa, whoa, this entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya? Yes, of course you want to hear my story. It's a good one. And an old one, too. This is an infamous tale about two young friends from my hometown. Best buds who did everything and anything together. Fish, hunt, fight, skip rocks, climb the tallest trees, climb the highest peaks. The more dangerous something was, the more they wanted to do it. But everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked? No. Okay. One day when the slightly older friend asked the other for a favor. My father doesn't want me going out with you anymore. He said we're dangerous together. We take risks we shouldn't. And if I keep hanging out with you, he says one day I'm gonna get hurt. Do you think you could come by and tell my dad we'll be careful so we can still be friends? Of course, said the other friend, always eager to please his best mate. So the two went to see the concerned father, who puffed away at his pipe as he listened to every promise his son's pal made about being more cautious. But when the slightly younger, slightly smaller boy finished, his friend's father responded stone-faced. No, sorry. This is best for both of you. I don't want my son hanging out with you anymore, and that's that. The young boy was so crestfallen he left immediately. No one would see him cry. He would not give him the satisfaction. Especially because if they did, they might tell others in town and they'd all think him weak. Oh, is he the little boy? Worse, his own father would never forgive his son for letting others see him that way. But he was too upset to go home right away, or be spotted on the path. So instead, he sat outside his friend's house, in the little hiding spot they had often sat in during rainstorms, or when they didn't want anyone to see them trading interesting rocks they dug up. It was quiet as he stifled his own tears, and that's when he heard it, a sound and odor wafting alongside the pipe smoke carried on dark winds. Betrayal. Thanks, Dad. I didn't want to hang out with him anymore, but I didn't want to tell him that. He'd be a big baby about it. It's okay, I get it. Don't blame you at all either. He's soft and needy. You need strong friends. Someday, you really would have ended up getting hurt because of him. You need friends you can rely on. Oh yeah, he's definitely the little boy in the story. Trapper looks angry. The muffled tears stopped, and the hiding spot that had been a pit of sadness now overflowed with rage. The boy went home. If anyone passed him on the path, All they saw was determination. At night he spoke to no one. He ate no dinner. He slept no sleep. The next day, he got up early and sat near the tallest tree in the woods by his former friend's house. It was the one tree no kid in town had ever conquered. Its top remained untouched. He remained there till dark before he finally went home. He did this for 8 days. On the ninth, his old mate finally passed by. "Hey, what are you doing here?" asked the Judas. "Nothing. Out hunting squirrels and sat down to eat this apple," lied the younger boy. "Oh, yeah, sure. I hope you're okay. I can't believe my dad did that. It's so unfair." "Yes, it was truly unthinkable," answered the boy through a smile that carried no warmth. "Yeah? Well, okay. I'll see you around." But before the betrayer could leave, his old friend called out to him. "I'm going to climb this tree," he said. "I'm gonna make it to the top." "The hell you are! No one can do that. And they definitely can't do it by themselves." He had him. "I can, and I will. I understand why you can't, though. Your dad said you're afraid you'll get hurt." "I'm not afraid, he's afraid," replied the friend, now seething with shame and his own rage. "Forget what my dumb old father said. I'll do it with you, and you'll see I'm not afraid." So the two climbed and climbed, each making it higher than they ever had before. And they continued to climb. But whether they would have reached the top will never be known. Because the turncoat, the boy who had made his father lie for him, fell before he could make it all the way up. Some say it was no accident that his old chum pushed him. But how could he? He was the weak one, after all. Of course, such a weak child could never send his best friend to his death. This was an accident. Tragic for sure. But nothing more. Of course. Ooh. A month later, though, no one could explain how the dead boy's father choked to death on his own pipe. Yeah, definitely a good call on staying quiet after that. Science really is science. Silence really is best at a time like this. I knew there was something up. Pretty sure there's something up with each one of them, right? Always. As someone who is a psychology major. Um, always. Shit. What about you, Brittany? What did you think of my tale? I want to ask him if he was the boy. No, that's a story. I feel like he'd rather that, right? Were you the boy in that story? What a stupid, stupid question. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because the trickster shows up. And he's blaring his latest song. "Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you?" He doesn't wait for an answer. "I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island. The only lobster in an ocean of sardines." Ew. Narcissist much. "No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby." Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of the cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Trapper approaches you. Please don't kill me for asking the question. I was trying to help. Finally, those dweebs are gone. Now that I know we're totally alone, we can really talk. But let's get away from the ash and smoke and take a dip in the pool. Whether it's water, sweat, or my enemy's blood, I prefer my muscles glistening and not dried. A dip in the pool with the trapper. You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow him. An offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. Well, I don't think I have a choice. Yeah, okay. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Hang on. It's a little loud. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean and into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Trapper looks surprisingly relaxed. That's definitely weird. Oh, okay. The small bubbles rising up in the water around him might have something to do with that. Did he fart? Look, Brittany, I didn't want to reveal anything in front of the others. You never know when a loser is really a maggot. Now, though, I want to hear what you really thought of my story. What was its real purpose? I'm guessing it's that if you have a crush on my character, you're telling me not to betray you because you'll kill me. To show why honesty and integrity are so important? Very interesting. Very. Trapper stares at you for way too long. It almost looks like he cracks the barest of smiles. But then more small bubbles appear in the water. Can you stop? He's still staring. He stares for such a long time it becomes quite romantic. But then it keeps going on and becomes downright horrifying. A chill runs down your spine. Oh no! Is this a perk activating? Can we run away? Because this don't sound too good. Finally, Dwight and Claudette show up and say everyone is reconvening at the fire pit. How dare you interrupt me? I mean us. No, wait, me. I meant me. Trapper throws his clever at Dwight and Claudette's feet. Where the hell was he even hiding his clever? Is it clever or cleaver? Cleaver, right? Why am I saying clever? We're just gonna ignore that happen. More importantly, what do you think of his little cleaver toss? I mean, that's kind of funny. You see how scared they both look? That was amazing. Serves the servants right. Clever wordplay. You're alright by me. Trapper flips you a gold coin, which he definitely was keeping in his crotch. Okay, it's too warm to have been anywhere else. Thanks? You feel your toes tingling and notice the temperature has dropped significantly. It's getting chilly in the water. Usually it's so warm around you. You mind if I snuggle up your way? Oh my gosh, this dude was just farting, but okay. Yes, I do mind. Before we have to spend too much time watching you sit there all alone, trying to figure out exactly what you're doing with your life, we figured we'd let you know that it's time for bed. And you're kind of the last person out enjoying the facilities. So, well, the thing is, you see, we can't really get our night started until yours ends, so pack it up, kiddo. Your fireside sleeping arrangements await. I bet you could pursue the survivors too. But they also seem kind of off. I don't think there's someone that's not off here. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Trapper's story. Are you being led to your demise by an untrustworthy narrator? Hey, wait a second, I swear to you that you're not. Come on. You gotta trust me at least a little more than you trust Trapper. Well, that's kind of true. Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. They're now familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that by firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're gonna make you comfortable, or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps the music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume down to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types that will want to rob of their beauty sleep. Oh, minigame. I suck at these. Like, am I on like expert difficulty or something? Oh, cool. Whenever the pointer stops, that's your result. I suppose if it doesn't stop where you want to, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Wait, what? Repeat, sorry. Uh-huh. Oh, special minigame. That didn't really explain. Ready? Away we go. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial and fix it. Uh, okay. I thought that was gonna be like how loud it was, not a different station. Fudge.
All right, let's talk about our community. For us, it means two major things.
Huh?
First of all, the community is you out there. It's you and everybody else either playing the game or talking about the game or creating content relating to the game or
What is
being
happening?
inspired by the game to write music or to make outfits. It's everybody that's part of what makes Dead by Daylight this amazingly rich and passionate environment. It means groups of people who interact on every single possible social platform
That was
in
interesting.
person. It means people who play together. It's even the people who play by the.
Is this like all the like killer soundtracks? That's the main theme, right? It's funny. Have I heard 96? Yeah, right. I think I've heard everything now.
Let's talk about our community. For us, it means
This one's
two
funny.
major
They're
things.
obviously talking about
First of
Dead
all,
by
the
Daylight as an
community is you out there.
overarching like
It's you and everybody else either
thing.
playing the game or
That's
talking
crazy.
about it.
No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? Hmm. He likes to have staring contests, but also she's very hard to please. Uh, Trapper, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Trapper tells you his secret for falling asleep when he's feeling restless. A heavy bearskin blanket's all you need. If that doesn't work, I just go for a late night walk and punch the first person I come across. Great. Wow, you're a real charmer, Trapper. I'm not sure I'm brave enough to kill a bear or skilled enough to skin it. You're certainly not either of those things as far as I can tell. Here, hold on to this. Try not to hurt yourself. Is that a Trapper hands you an entire bear's paw, complete with sharp claws. It's like the most aggro version of a rabbit's foot you've ever seen. Why would that make me sleepy? That's horrifying. You finally start to feel sleepy. Except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky. But now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head. But this one is still undeniably odd. Look, I'm not saying that my feelings are hurt because you choose to swim in some pathetic little teacup when you could have swam in the vastness of an entire, me, I guess. I'm just saying that you've made a foolish decision, and I won't forget it. My feelings aren't hurt. I just lost some respect for you. That's all. Did I have an option to swim in the ocean? You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you. When you wake up, you find Spirit sitting beside you, reading a worn paperback. Oh, hey, what? Shh. Shh. Clearly, she has noticed that you're awake, but she actually hasn't looked at you. Seems like she's pretty focused on that button. Shh. Oh. It seems like forever as she stares at the page before finally shutting the book and setting it down. Oh, you're awake. Yeah, never mind. I saw you with the trapper right before bedtime. I wouldn't tell you how to live your life, but if you ask me, you could do a lot better. It's completely by accident I even saw them over here. It's not like I was looking out for you or anything. This was simply the best reading light, and the text in my book is very, very fine print, so it's tough to read in the dark. Don't get the wrong idea. Oh, looking out for me? Alright, I see you. Okay. You and I are obviously mind our own business types. Not phony look out for each other as an excuse for just being nosy types. But well, since you're here and I'm here, maybe we've got some other things in common. Who knows? If we spent a little bit more time together tomorrow, we might find that, I don't know, we get along. By get along, I mean exist simply and comfortably without feeling any burning desire to assassinate the other person. Or not. Whatever. I don't really care. Bye. Good night and sweet dreams to you too, I guess. Boy, I really picked two winners, huh? Oh, great. Finally alone for real this time, maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Oh yeah, that's true. I ate jerky. I hope I don't die. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh geez, it is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. I wasn't expecting that, that's crazy. I think today went really well. There were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win, no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say? Oh, I do. Okay. Attractive. Mysterious. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods, until she was skewered by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my sarafan. That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I for one will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all time, Major Buzzkill, and Trapper. Where do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, Something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. If I'm being honest, I want to kill just about every person I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even the few people I can tolerate, I want to see suffer for a long time before I kill them. But this person, for some reason, I would like them to continue living. For now. One false step and well, everyone calls me Trapper for a reason. And they better call me Trapper. I swear if I watch this later and you list me as Evan, I am going to kill the Chiron guy? Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes. Or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? Have you ever felt absolutely nothing inside? It's fine. Still alive, achievement unlocked. So we could have died. Wow. You open your eyes. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky. And you feel great. Totally well rested. I'm really scared about, I probably got a pig. Sea Trapper seems really interesting because I knew it. He has, like... Again, everyone here, mind you, psychologically, obviously, there's something there. But I think with him, the whole betrayal of his friend's story made me really sad. Which makes me think he's a very loyal, caring person. To a fault, of course, probably obsessive. And then the spirit I love because she's just like, she's calm, carefree, she's chill. And that was pretty cute how it was kind of like, I forget what the term is, yandere or tsundere, but she was just very like, I don't care, but I care. So that's pretty cute. Man, that's hard. Let's see how the day goes. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire, but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? Can I choose two? Can I be with the spirit and, Trapper? Trapper got some Dom Daddy vibes, to be honest. I mean, he did get excited pulling out the blindfold. So, pretty sure you're spot on there, Brown and Tall. Pretty sure. Here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Talk about sexy, okay. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like it. I'm sorry. This dude talks like, oh, I can't. The Trickster was like very attractive and no. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. Ew, oh my gosh, what the hell is that? Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. That looks like death. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. That's not true. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I am just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the time. Never mind, he left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, I don't drink it! What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard, and he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That is almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, or torturing it. Yet. This is supposed to be... Can I trust this guy or not? This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place you give a 5 out of 5. 10 out of 10. Two thumbs up for you too. Not a internal prison of pain. And please, make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Okay, I will. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? Wait, that's true. I expected another character to pop up and stop it. This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of its turn at this time. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something. Something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an internal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, thumbs up review if it was crafted with love, and or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent, and whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations is not easy to do. Sometimes there are some small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mystery. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of a creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not be overly critical of them. Dang, tell it, narrator. If someone wants to make a better game, they need to make it themselves. Learn the craft. It's a lot of hard work. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh, sure, they make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Brittany. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yes, I'm not suspicious there's no option. Yes, I'm not at all suspicious that there's no option here. What an encouraging response. And we're so glad you're not suspicious. Hey, Claudette, maybe Brittany isn't suspicious because they figured out what they're actually doing here. Zero chance. They're still clicking, even right now to see how you respond. Wait, can I be doing something else? I haven't considered clicking anywhere else. Hey, look at that. Yeah, they don't know anything. It doesn't matter though, Brittany. We're so happy to hear you're having fun. I didn't say I was having fun. We're all having fun, Brittany. Do you hear us? We're all having fun. We do need to ask you one more question though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? Will I die if I say it? No. Let's just get a move on, sure. Yes, I would hereby agree to participate in a verbal contract stating that I, Brittany, will never say anything negative about my stay here on this island. Perfect! Delightful. Excellent. Yes, yes! Hey, Brittany, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review, because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games or resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance. And with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can mean only one thing. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with... Who is talking like that? Seriously. Pancakes and bacon and... So much for maintaining these beach pods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers gotta watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It's almost like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I'll be honest, I didn't expect you to survive yesterday, so congrats, I guess. Whether you survive today is 50-50 at best. Good luck. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your breakfast. Nope. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. At this point, anything could happen. I'm open to all the possibilities that this strange island has in store. How open-minded. Yeah, how, that surely must be it. No one else would really stand up during breakfast too. And just like that, here comes Spirit. If I look especially well rested this morning, it's not because I slept well. As you know, I'm much too dedicated to finding revenge to ever sleep again. But because you all really left me alone yesterday to be my best, not constantly annoyed self, I thank you for that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all, while looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect, there he is. Take us home, Wraith. Oh hey, that was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah, I mean, not like too much fun. That'd be weird, but like a good amount, of fun. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Are you supposed to stand up, explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see y'all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep on wanting more. You're getting good at this game, sexy, true to life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. Huh. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. But before you get there, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing, me? Well, yeah, I guess. That is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these four fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. Don't tell me I can date the narrator. I don't even know what he looks like. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. Maybe my character has psychological issues. Like, yeah, that makes sense. No, no, stick it in there. A little more. A little more. Oh yeah, that's it. Yes. Come on, we all know how it's supposed to be read. How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that. Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two even do whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. They say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything. Wow, look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it. Aw, come on, a little privacy, please. Oh gosh, they were doing what we thought. Okay, well. Dwight is panting and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here and that I could hear you, well, you know. No, what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like a fun... You think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from, and I believe that place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were... Me? And him? Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard, they get it. My life is a nightmare and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our entry wounds and our 5 minutes are up anyway. Good luck, Brittany. You're gonna need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmedy. I don't think that's the best way to combine those words. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where are we? Oh yeah, you're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far, today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true, centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up sun in a heated pool. Today, you're on a date with you. Ooh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? What the fuck? Aside from a sad, disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped, like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all, it's the trapper. Oh. Hey babe. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling? What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? Don't like it. Fishy. Kinda lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. I will agree with you there. I don't like breakfast. I actually hate it. I absolutely despise breakfast. Putting it out there into the world. Don't ever ask me to eat breakfast. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You've seen my abs, by the way. Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out, if you play your cards right. I could give you a private show. Catch you around. Why'd he get mad? His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And the blow-up bat, threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything, and we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that that guy is gone and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely gonna abide by, it's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Oh yes, Huntress. That makes sense. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that's quiet and out of the way. No one will be able to hunt us. I mean, hear us there. Doesn't that sound intriguing? But immediately, a flood of worry, floods your brain. Should you pack a picnic, a swimsuit, a pocket knife? You decide to bring as much as you can. You may have to make a run for it at some point and you should be prepared. But of course you washed up on this island with nothing but the clothes on your back. So you've got nothing to gather. Are you really ready for this? I mean, they call her the Huntress, not the Hugstress. You look up at this towering goddess, trying to form a sentence when suddenly, before you can decide if you want to go with her, thank God someone saved me, the Wraith interjects. I don't usually do this, but I had a dream about you last night, and I mean, not like a weird dream, but like I don't know. I wanted to tell you about it. You want to maybe hang out with me today? Why am I so bad at this? No worries, if not, I guess Huntress is pretty great too. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly, because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers. But you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So who will it be? The girl who said that a deer was staring at her provocatively, or the guy that is fumbling over every word that comes out of his mouth? One of these seems a lot less disturbing. Let's go. I gotta go with Wraith. Wraith? Yes? I picked you. Sorry, I stopped paying attention and I thought I was hallucinating, and now, really? Yes? Really? Cool. Oh, he's kind of cute. Like, okay. Wow. Here's my Highland hangout. This is what I call the cosmic dump. I know. It's one of those first draft, gonna change it later moments that just kind of sticks. Dump is being kind. It's a massive collection of seemingly ancient ruins that simultaneously appear to have been recently abandoned. And a little beat up. There are stone obelisks, strange carvings, ritual tables. Is that a card? It's pretty weird. Like a collection of things from different, I don't know, places? You look around in awe, then look at Wraith, expecting more of an explanation. There's a very long, very awkward pause. Try to look you. Um, break the silence. So how? What's your? Just as you decided to talk, Wraith also worked up the courage to say something. How adorably awkward. You both stop talking. Wait a second, then start talking again at the same time. This is hard to watch. Next thing you know, you both start nervously laughing at how awkward this is. Wraith finally makes eye contact with you. And after what seems like an eternity, Wraith finally manages an entire sentence. So, what brings you to the island? Are you kidding me? That this guy's really bad. I'm sorry. You're not going to explain what this weird place is. I have no idea. An honest answer. Wraith lights up, the most excited you've seen him. Me neither. And that's all he's got for you. This guy's a hard nut to crack. Wraith looks at you with his always sad puppy dog eyes, searching for something to say. Anything to talk about. He clears his throat. I have something very important to tell you. It's about something very special to me. It's not something I tell everyone. But you know how important honesty is to me. I can't expect that from you if I'm not honest in return. Oh great, I bet he's got crabs. It's about my special bell. What? It belonged to my father. He gave it to me before he and my mother, well, they had to go away. If I was ever in danger, I was supposed to ring this bell. It didn't really work, but it's all I have of my family with me. Wow, Wraith, thank you for telling me. Wraith pulls it out. The bell, you perv. Well, I just think it's really nice you picked me to hang out with, and, oh, Wraith gives it to you. The bell, he gives you the bell. Get your mind out of the gutter, cheese. I want you to have it. Please take care of it. You know how much it means to me. I promise I'll take such good care of it. This is the sweetest gift. Wraith smiles. But even when smiling, his eyes seem sad. You smile back, knowing what a gift he's just given you. I mean, it's kind of shitty because you can't really do anything with it, but it means a lot. Not to you, though, to someone else. Still, cool gift. You both search for something to say, anything to talk about. During the awkward silence, you look around the dump, spotting some kind of ritual table, stained with blood and littered with various bottles. Nearby is what looks like some dangerous potions. What was this ancient cult up to? Looking to shake up this date? Is it a date? Yikes. Anyways, looking to shake it up, you approach the potions and pick up the fanciest one. So what will we do next? Maybe not drink it. Let's try mixing them. You take the potions and start mixing them. Wraith will probably like a science lesson, right? Your new mixture starts to smoke as Wraith's eyes go wild. The glass explodes, taking out the other bottles in a domino effect of highly poisonous liquid and tiny sharp melt. Wraith closes his eyes. You run up to him and shield him from the explosion. Wow, you certainly know how to make sparks fly. Whoa, Wraith with the double entendre. Kinda lame, but I'll take it. Wraith nervously smiles. He's endearingly awkward. So, I guess, tell me about your family. I have no family. I remember my grandmother, I remember my parents, they were always fighting. Wraith sigh is one of those long Wraith sighs. At least your parents were around. I'd give anything to spend more time with mine, even if they were fighting. Ouch, can't win with this guy. The sexual tension in the air is palpable. Or maybe it's just regular tension. Hard to tell with this guy. You look around for anything to distract you. Hoping it might turn into something a little more hands-on, you lay back and look at the stars. It sure is a beautiful night. Wraith joins you and starts soliloquizing about the constellations. I've never seen that word, wow. I can see well in the dark, so I'm pretty good at picking stars out. How about you? You think you could take me on in a constellation trivia? Feeling invigorated by this slightly flirtatious challenge, you smirk playfully at Wraith. I've learned a lot laying on my back. Looking up at the sky, that is. Okay then. Let's see how many of these questions you get right. Why are we taking out your weapon? Deal. Question the first. This constellation roughly translates to sea whale and is located in a region of the sky alongside other water-related constellations. It's not the Big Dipper. Cetas? Wraith cocks an eyebrow, perhaps realizing he's underestimating you. You smile proudly. Okay. Maybe you just got lucky. I did. It was a 50-50 chance. Question the second. What do we call the constellations located in the ecliptic, or the path of the sun? Zygosites? Wraith claps his hands. Nope, in fact I made up that word just now. This is fun. You roll your eyes playfully. Well, glad one of us is having fun. Last question, question the third. This constellation was first described by Nicolas Louis de la Caille and roughly translates to pendulum clock. Why is the Big Deeper coming out? Horologium? Wraith nods, impressed. Okay, I thought that was tough, but you got it. Good job. You got 2 right? You want a medal or something? At least now you know the Big Dipper is in a constellation. That was fun. Thank you. You feel like you're finally warming up Wraith, so you unleash the big guns. You want to play Truth or Dare? Wraith looks mortified, but tries to keep it together. Maybe this is progress. I guess so. But only if I can ask first. Deal. Truth or Dare? Truth. How about a truth? If you were a plant, what kind of plant would you be? Great question. Wraith smiles. You're such a kiss ass. What the? Is that a shape? Rhododendron? That's not a plant. I guess I'd be a cactus, sure. A cactus. A true survivor. Prickly on the outside, but warm on the inside. Ooh, grammatical error. You know how I said I was gonna give these guys a 5 out of 5? What is this Dead by Daylight? On the Insta-D? You can be alone and thrive in any climate. Just kidding, of course. Damn. Good answer, Brittany. Truth. If you could date anyone else on the island, who would it be? Wraith buries his face in his hand. So embarrassed. What was that? He looks up at you, stone-faced. I hate this game. Whoa, buddy, I get it. This is kind of weird and kind of slapdash, but there's no need for insults. A lot of people work very hard on... Oh, he's talking about Truth or Dare, not hooked on you. Never mind, as you were. I'm sorry. I get it. This kind of game isn't your vibe. I shouldn't try to... No. I'm the one who should apologize. No, it was a dumb question. It's just, Truth or Dare makes me feel... I'm just... Thank you for being patient with me. I need to try to be more open with people. Starting now. Wraith clears his throat. In that way, a lazy writer would make him do if they wanted to signify something important and different coming up. Do you have my bell? I want to show you something. We were right. Take a drink. This is not a drinking game. Damn, missed opportunity. Of course I have it. You reach for it. But it's gone. Wraith furrows his brow. I swear I had it. I don't know what could have happened. We'll need to find it. But Claudette and Dwight burst in and interrupt. Seems like they have a very dramatic announcement. We have a very dramatic announcement. See? Told you so. But it needs to take place at the beach. Uh-oh. You arrive at the beach, but something feels off. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you feel uneasy and cold. Oh, are we going Danganronpa? Did someone die? And here's why. Oh, Spirit appears as if from nowhere. Hey, Brittany. But you didn't expect this hot piece of sass. What? God's girlfriends can't make silly, sexy puns from time to time? Dwight and Claudette scram. Yeah, I use these two simpletons to dupe you. You're too easy to dupe. Maybe because deep down you want to be duped. There's no way Wraith can be keeping you happy. Spirit's usual disaffected nature has given way to some combination of disgust and desperation. And it's kinda working. Wraith's a fake. He's not even a real ghost. He only pretends he doesn't want people to care about him. But really, that's all he wants. And he wants it more than anything. Ugh. Can you imagine wanting something? So cringe. I bet he won't even tell you his theory about this island. What a fake. You deserve to be with someone real. A real ghost. Someone who really doesn't give a shit. Someone who doesn't even care if you say yes or no. Don't even answer, I'm scared. You see through her desperate last-minute attempt to win your affection. It's almost sad. You turn around and walk back to Wraith without saying so much as a word. You came back. No one ever comes back, excuse me. I'm very shocked. Was that the right choice? Did I make her mad? I'm not really into her anymore. She's very, obsessed. Wraith is shook. Are those tears welling up in his eyes? You can't tell because he looks away. There's a sniffle, and he looks back at you beaming. I want to show you something. You follow Wraith to a corner of the ruins that you haven't seen. He brushes aside some dead leaves and branches, revealing a hatch in the ground. Want to do the honors? You open the hatch with some effort and lower yourself into a long tunnel, grabbing onto a rusty ladder and beginning your descent. Be careful! Oh. You descend into a spooky, dimly lit room. It looks like an ancient ritual chamber, with torches, tapestries, engraved skulls, and animal remains. On one end is a set of intricately carved locks and cuff mechanisms on the wall. A torture area? On the other side is a table with potions, books, and maps. Let's look at the map. You unfurl one of the larger rolled up pieces of canvas, revealing a detailed map of the island. It's all here. Trapper's Cave, Spirit's Lighthouse, Huntress's Cabin. All the common areas. Even IP Island up in the corner with little hearts drawn around it. I've figured out the entire layout of the island. I need to know what it is I'm trying to escape from. Let's look at the book. You pick up one of the larger leather-bound books and Wraith walks over, opening to a specific page. You see incantations, symbols, a drawing of someone chained to the wall. A different language you can't read, except the words Cult to the Black Veil. Conveniently, those words aren't exactly the language you can read. From everything I found, I think these are the ruins of an ancient cult. They seem to be devoted to some type of sentient evil. I think they used this island, or maybe the person they worshipped did. And I think they used this ritual site to travel to and from the island. I think they sacrificed people on this torture wall in order to open some portal out of here. You walk over to the wall and examine the chains and locks. Looks like some kind of torture wall. Wow, what happened to people here? Did they keep prisoners? It looks like it was torture, but from what I dug up, ritualistic, serving a larger purpose. I have reason to believe the prisoners weren't alive for long. Do you think the cult of the Black Veil is still around? Are we in danger? I don't know. Maybe. But I have a plan. All we need. And right as you're finally about to get some of that sweet, sweet information you've been lusting after, Claudette and Dwight pop in again. This time they swear it's a good reason. I promise we're not being manipulated this time. Honest. It's time for dinner, you silly gooses. Come get some food. Dwight, for the last time, the plural of goose is geese. Sorry, I keep forgetting. They should be a couple, they're really cute. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you are really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. Time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all and scream at the same time again. Can you just believe me? They're all here and they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm as surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Spirit seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, she throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that. Clearly, I need to do a little bit more to be part of this group, or I'll be alone forever. However, I don't eat, and I like being alone, so I take all that back. I don't care what the group has for dinner, as long as we start with shrimp cocktail. I saw a movie once where these ghosts turned shrimp cocktail into a haunted synchronized dance, and I'm still working out how they did it. You mean beetle... Brittany, stop them from saying it! Beetle shrimp, the most rare and delicious type of shrimp. Beetle shrimp? Is this some new species? Because I've hunted many beetle and many shrimp, and I've never heard of beetle shrimp. Of course you haven't. Like Spirit says, they've got hypnotic power. Anyone who sees them soon forgets. Also something to do with dancing. I wasn't going to say anything that dumb. No, I was going to say, Hachoo! Excuse you, Brittany. Now you were saying, Trapper? You've done all you can. I appreciate. I'm going to have to narrate us out of this somehow. Hold on. Are you afraid we might accidentally recite some spell and conjure a ghost? Because I hate to break it to you, but it's a little late for that. And then a giant spree swooped down and dropped a several head on the table, ever distracting everyone. Trapper! Hey, I've never seen this particular severed head before. What? This time I'm being honest. Sorry, not my finest work, but something had to be done. We've got to be careful about which cultural references we get mixed up with, is all. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure, but how would you describe it? Say too much or too little, and it will affect your standing with the group. Okay, but just don't sit there and say nothing. Nothing is not an option. Will he be mad if I talk about the hatch, though? It was fun. We had a great time and we played constellation trivia. The whole thing left me starry-eyed. Everyone rolls their eyes. Talk about sexy. No, really. If you're gonna tell us a story, talk about something sexy instead of whatever that was. Wraith smiles. You're strangely good at getting him to do that. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they're all very tired. Oh, wait. No, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica, not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bony appetite. Don't you mean bone? No. Almost everything we serve has lots of bones in it, even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Thank them. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. In fact, here. For us? Just for doing our jobs? Thank you kindly. Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is gonna happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly or go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes, because of childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. He's a nice person, but yeah, he's very, like, in his own head. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take their places, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think? Are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. Don't kill me. Oh, cool. Now everyone's looking at you. So, you know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story? Or we could play charades, Boggle. Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoots lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or it's your nerves heating up. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Brittany was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Fine, I'll tell a story. Sure, I'm game to tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Okay, so what type of story do you want to tell? Action. Adventure. No one's gonna like romance, right? Am I right, fellas? I don't see that happening. I would want to probably tell a story of romance, but I don't think they're gonna like it. So, let's go with... action. Here's an action-packed yarn for you lot. The time I got into a bar fight. The group is interested. They lean in. I'm all ears. And I'm not talking about, oops, the trapper. I give the trapper the huntress's voice. Okay, the trapper says this. I'm all ears. And I'm not talking about the bucket of them I have on my boat. You crack open a beer by smashing the bottle cap off on the nearest rock before starting. I'm at the local watering hole, powering up with my regular 12 beers. I drank 12 beers, okay, before I slay at the pool table. Slay is good. Steely Dan blasts from the jukebox. The bartender's tip jar is filled to the brim. I pound the final pint and smash the glass on the counter as I demand shots for the entire joint. The patrons cheer for me. I am their god. Suddenly, I hear the telltale revving of engines outside. Motorcycles. The saloon doors swing open. Wait, it's a saloon now? And in walks my arch nemesis, Big Slim, the giant of North Toledo. Toledo? He sounds sexy. Thought I smelled something a crid from a cron when I hopped off the hog, Slim says with a sneer. I get up from my stool, the gal behind me rubbing my shoulders, revving me up for the inevitable fight. Long way from home, aren't we, Slim? What are the fine people of Elm Street going to do without someone to sell them someone's second-hand cufflinks tonight? I taunt him. He strokes his oily beard. Oh my gosh, I need more water. Also, Elm Street, are we talking about Freddy Krueger now? This story has a lot of specific geographic references in it. I have a perfectly good job at the pawn shop. Why are you coming at me like that? Sim yells. That's fair, I scream back. Why do we even hate each other? I can't even remember. Something about me cutting you off in traffic. But it was a misunderstanding, Slim yells. Well then, let's hug it out, I say, tears starting to well in my eyes. And we made up. What about the bar fight? Oh yeah, we got in a real blow-up fight later that night. Really yelled our proverbial heads off. But it was just an argument about whether you should say pop or soda. Come on! I keep up headlining at Coachella for this. Spirit laughs hysterically. Probably laughing at you, but it's a laugh you're ready to accept. That sure was a kind of story, technically. Okay, that really wasn't a good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually really bad. Sorry, but the narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. So who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. I suppose I could tell a story. I don't really want to, but anything I say is sure to be better than whatever you get out of anyone else in the group. Like all good stories, I stole this one from someone in the past who is dead now and can't do anything about it. It's called The Bride. Technically, I suppose, The Fiancé. One winter, a young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt, so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Per the latest bridal trends, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful, shabby, chic farmhouse. Together, they spent months planning the details of the wedding. The two created invitations, figured out seating arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one. They chose Lilikoi, by the way. So fancy. When it came time to figure out the decorations, however, the bride, the fiancé, I guess, since she wasn't actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toe sandals for pretty much their entire relationship. He was definitely not to be trusted. Having decided on such a lovely natural setting for the ceremony, the fiancé decided that she would create unique floral arrangements from the local wildflowers that surrounded the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose on the first day of spring, she set off into the woods. Hello. Oh, it's Kevin and he brought Peter Piper. Hail ye. You want to say hi to the stream? Oh, it's from. Oh, that's sweet. Tell him I say thank you. Oh, it smells good. I'm probably wrapping up this chapter and I can join you. Oh, it's for you? Okay. No pizza for me, I guess. Wow. Each day, she spent hours mapping out where the best blooms could be found and prepared to pick them herself the morning of the wedding so that they'd be at the height of their freshness and beauty. Enamored with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods she surveyed, the bride, the fiance, since they had not yet been married, why does she keep clarifying that? Became obsessed with knowing just how many there were, so that she could choose the absolute best. With the fateful morning of her big day finally come, the fiance told her husband to be that she had one final errand before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony, she dressed her in her beautiful white gown and set off into the woods to gather flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting only the best stems and collecting them in a basket. However, when she came upon a once familiar clearing, something was not as she expected. Somehow, it was more beautiful now than it had ever been before, and just on the edge of her view was a new bush filled with blossoms so vibrant and colorful she became dizzy just looking at them. But the fiance ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower. And every time she did, she noticed just further ahead, impossibly even more beautiful blossoms. Carried by the sweet fragrance of spring air, the bride, the fiance, crept farther and farther into the woods until she turned a corner, stepped away over a mossy fallen tree trunk, and realized she had been here before. But this wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least, not how she remembered it. The flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from their stems into festering, moldy piles on the floor. Where bees had been, now only flies buzzed. Where the scene of flowers had once intoxicated her, the odor of mildew now made her sick. She turned and looked back, but the path was dark. Into a shadowy glen she walked and walked and walked. That day, as guests gathered at the farmhouse, the fiancé was nowhere to be seen. Her friends, family, and love began to look for her, to no avail. They searched the pasture, the tree line, the forest, but there were no beautiful wildflowers or young lovers to be seen. Just old, dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wondering, looking for fresher blooms to clip, but never finding them. Distracted by a never-ending search for perfection, unable to see that you are loved for who you are, out there alone. I thought it was beautiful and sad. Just like someone we know. How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and character. Tell me, Brittany, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut up. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do when we're not on screen. Okay, you have fun tonight and try not to wink wink end of dead. Why did you say the words wink wink out loud, and what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end of dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Them Kevin legs are hotter than the pizza, lol. I mean, I know where's Kevin in this game, come on. Need to make his character. Well, except for Spirit. She really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear someone trash talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough talk of burns. Things that are lit are getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could? Just you and me. On those spindly legs, you'd probably tire before you go too far. If it's running away to somewhere more secluded, Brittany is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice and completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced, while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you for the moment. If you could, I don't know, pick one of us, maybe we could all just move on with our lives, or some special projects we might have going. You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity? I'm just saying you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murderer's Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either. But with this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, that guy. Yeah, I agree. I'm not really interested in Trickster. I don't appreciate that she pulled me away from another date. That was not okay. We need to, let's back it up. Let's spend another day with the Trapper. Trapper, I'm glad you finally decided to take this seriously and make an effort. Don't disappoint me. Or do. My fish haven't eaten in days. Okay, I don't want to become fish food. You arrive at the pool and find that no one else is in it. The two of you seem to have it all to yourselves. Why is the water in this pool always a little warm? Trapper laughs. I have no idea. I have an idea. Now, do you know why I chose this spot for us? I almost want to say a cannonball. Another test? You're testing me to see if I'll pretend to be happy while sitting in a pool used by cretins. Why would I do that to you? Oh shit, is he mad? Survival? If I didn't know that by now, I'd already be dead. Yeah, you're right. No, seriously, I've been trying to find a reason to kill you for 2 days. You keep just managing to avoid your own annihilation and having to start this whole ridiculous thing over. Great job steering clear of that fate so far. Actually, I brought you to this pool for 2 reasons. The first is to ask you something important. Would you like to spend an unforgettable night with me? Oh, slow down, big guy. I'm not ready for that just yet. I'm still getting to know you. You have eyes, right? What more do you need to know? Doesn't matter anyway. We can't. I mean, we could. I know I could, but we're not allowed to. Yet. I can't tell you why either. You get what I'm saying? You want to know more? Why? Ha! We just talked about this, you absolute dunce. Remember that whole if I didn't know about you, your traps I'd be dead already conversation? That one we just had? I can't even believe you right now. Yeah, I have no choice. This is really harsh, even for me, but you totally deserve it. The good news is that I think you can skip past all the day one stuff again. I'm not positive though. It all comes down to how the save system is designed. Not sure what they settled on. Either way, better luck next time. I died. Trapper drowns you in the pool. You're dead because you were impossibly stupid. I didn't know what I was picking. I'm sorry. That's the one thing I hate about dating games. Is like they give you two words and you're supposed to infer what it means. Don't worry, if you keep playing this game much longer, you'll eventually crave the sweet embrace of a quick death. Try again. The Trapper's Trophy. Alright, so that was the wrong answer. Let's say to enjoy a refreshing dip is the perfect way to end a day. Maybe the best way to start a terrific night. Jeez, you're a nerd. Oof. I died again? Huh? Wait. Hang on. I stopped reading because I was so shook. Let's just cannonball then. Cannonball! Ah! Oh my god! You jump in the pool and splash Trapper. Even with the mask hiding his face, it clearly doesn't look happy. Don't do that again. I brought you to this pool for two reasons. The first is to ask you something important. Slow down, big guy. You want to know more? You should know by now I don't like questions. Way to end the day like a big dumbass. You stupid dumbass. I'm leaving. Trapper leaves the pool with a big smile after the water inexplicably gets warm again. Hey, wait a second, Trapper. You never told me the second reason you brought me to the pool. Oh yeah, the chlorine is great for washing off blood, especially in those hard-to-reach places. You know how it is. FYI, if you do know how it is, you should keep it to yourself. Damn it, I see those dweebs, Doug and Claudia, waving at us. I think we both need to head to the volleyball court. He's right. Dry off and go to the volleyball court. And later, you're really gonna want to scrub your own hard-to-reach places with actual soap. Chlorine is no match for whatever Trapper is getting up to in these pools. Wait, so he does want to kill me? He hates me? What is going on? The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was? Oi. Feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. But better get over with this quickly so that I mean you, can get some beauty rest. See, I feel like he's my second voice in my head. Something's up. I do not recognize or recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. Good thing you've used your time really well since then. Only getting to know the gang. The brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl, you know, the four types of people. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream date and see who Brittany chooses. Who's ready for a round robin? How round are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order. Which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Spirit, why don't you go first? Get this over with and then you can go back to reading your book. Okay, they put that in caps, so the order matters? Why? Is it because people that are gonna kill me or people that like me? Stop talking. Hit us, spirit. Figuratively, damn it, Dwight. You gotta watch your words with these people. Tomorrow, you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. That's it. If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want to. Go draw crayon art with Trapper or dig up whatever mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day. Do you want to at least specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them? Okay then, so hydrate tonight if you intend to hang with Spirit. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries on what is acceptable not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta-narrative of a Dead by Daylight dating experience? Sometimes you just gotta say it. Well, yes, thank you, I'd love to. So, Brittany, you're thinking of picking me. Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished and rewarded. Tomorrow will suck. Probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with, I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if you're not a maggot. Also, everyone, even confident, sexy ladies in rabbit masks better stay the hell away from my yacht. Great. Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing, go away! Then, boy oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are you looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell you, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing because it's clear already that you're going to pick me. Confident. Mysterious. I like it. Sorry, anyway, Wraith. Well, I don't know. I'd really prefer to just tell Brittany privately. I don't really know how that's gonna work with these game mechanics. What if you just whispered it to Brittany? Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow we have to find my bell, and then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's gonna be really special. The kind of thing where we will really bond, and maybe finally get off the island. And maybe then we can go on a real date. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods, proud. And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you'll need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream about all these swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice come dawn. Have a swell night. Did you two forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of a psychological break and giving them a little push. Hold up, this has been a survival dating competition parody this whole entire time and I'm just now finding out about that? Yeah. Come on, the signs were there, you just didn't read them. Welcome to Murderer's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Oh, it's like a butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but can you break their heart? Do you dare to even try? You mean, that's right. Tomorrow one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising? Because it's a classic reversal of fate? And it will hurt someone's feelings. Someone dangerous. What's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere she floats, and I hear she can disappear, hard to track. And if you get rid of Wraith, he might cry. Although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you. So, which sociopath are you eliminating? Oh man. The safest choice is Wraith, because he will just cry. Um, I feel bad for him because he's a nice person, but he won't murder me. Or at least I don't think so. I also don't think Ghost Girl would kill me. I think she'd just stalk me. The same thing could be said for the Huntress. I genuinely think Trapper would kill me. So it's between those three, not the Trapper. I want to kind of follow up with Wraith and see what the heck's going on. So part of me is like, if I play my cards right and I want to get off the island, I think I have to go with Wraith. But I'm more interested in pursuing the Spirit or the Trapper. That being said, I'll take my chances with saying bye to the Huntress. I hate to get rid of anyone, and mostly because you scare me so much, but also because it just doesn't seem fair. But life's not fair, is it? With her strong arms that could probably hurl me back to the mainland. A face no one has ever seen, a tragic backstory she loves to bring up whenever there's a break in the conversation. Huntress, I'm describing you. This hurts, but I have to eliminate you. Phew! Honestly, this is a little bit of a relief for me. I don't have to constantly try to impress you. It's been exhausting. Tonight, this fancy attire is coming off and the sweatpants are going on. Tomorrow, I think I'll stand in the ocean and catch salmon with my bare hands. Yeah, I said bare hands. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind. Because of course they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Brittany when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with a trickster pillow. Their own mostly new, ew, trickster body pillow. The next best thing to the real trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right, it's Dwight tested. Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, Brittany. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing that there's legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know, you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule, schedule, schedule. What a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know it was that kind of a game. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. Huntress's eyes are filled with anguish. The bunny ears on her mask have drooped. It is as I feared. I am a wild animal, an unlovable beast of the forest. I shall diminish and go into the east and remain the huntress. And I thought Spirit was the emo one. I don't really know what's happening here. I honestly haven't been paying attention. Oh, Brittany, sorry, I forgot. I'm focusing on other things. More important things. One way or another, I won't be here much longer. How would I say things are going? It's a matter of perspective. If Brittany's goal is to impress me, things are going poorly. But if Brittany's goal is to get herself killed, they're doing an amazing job. Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Do I care if I get eliminated? Not even a little. Does the volume of words I spend talking about how much I don't care about things signify a deep yearning within me to be seen, heard, and validated? Nah. What? No, you're not a part of this. You don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not a part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute, though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing the new sticker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media, NFT, crypto app, and doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that, don't worry. I'm talking your favorite established characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them, like Ghostface. Yes, give me Ghostface! Don't you say it. Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand, but we have a game to get back to, and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface. Come on. Whatever. I don't even care. I'm the Trickster. See you around, Brittany. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? Yes. Seriously, they did not pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? Well, no. It's not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? So think you're getting all wet now, it's gonna smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Fine, let's get this over with. Ocean, do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Are you It's down the hall to the left. It's okay, never mind. Never mind, what does that mean? No, you too. This isn't meant to be confessional time for literally every character in the game. It's okay, we don't have to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and want to sit down. The chair is wet. Yeah, I think the ocean just peed on it. How is that you know what? I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh great, what's it gonna be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade, you cheated on an algebra test. Watching Huntress get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that my life has ever felt a modicum of joy. Every minute I'm alive is a nightmare. The place, the sun, the sweet sugary drinks, it sounds fun for a long weekend, but in eternity? The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls, it's like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please, erase me from this existence. Make it so I wasn't born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free, please. Please let me get out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I have to wake up. Yikes, huh? That was a weird way to end. What you gonna do? You let the camera roll long enough, someone's bound to say something crazy. Anyway, seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight, so hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow's gonna be a doozy. Alright, so I am gonna go ahead and say that that's where we'll stop for this chapter. I'm so sorry, Huntress. You are eliminated. I wonder if we're gonna eliminate one by one. I wonder if Trapper is definitely gonna kill us next time because, you know, he killed us this time. But thanks for joining me on this dating sim journey. We will continue this tomorrow. See y'all later, and have yourselves a great night. And this wouldn't be so awkward if I knew how to properly stream on my PC. But good night. Thanks for joining in. Have a wonderful